My uncle was buried yesterday. One thing, or one of a few things, this death of my uncle has taught me is that people in general are very cheap and they are very greedy. My uncle had arranged almost everything about the funeral, down to which songs he wanted people to sing, and in which order. Everything was arranged beautifully. Even the priest said so. But when it comes to bury, to say goodbye to a beautiful friend or family member, for me it's wrong to be cheap. Of course, you shouldn't buy stuff, flowers you can't afford, but saying goodbye is the last memory you and that person who you're burying will have together, or you will have with that person. And that, for fuck's sake, buying a flower, covering the coffin in flowers, it shouldn't be that difficult. Not showing up with anything, showing up with nothing, it's too cheap. I remember when my grandma died, how people almost fought physically over her stuff. I want that one and that one, I want that vase, and I want the books, and I want the photo albums, and God, man, your family member has just died, and you are fighting over her stuff. It was dishonoring to her memory, I think. Disgusting. But it's my opinion, and I could be wrong, of course. But I just think that being respectful about the death and the dead people, and I know I haven't uploaded videos for just over a week. I know, and I'm sorry. I didn't want it. You know, sometimes in life you just don't want to be around people, to share your life with anyone. That was a short period in my life. I didn't want to share anything with anyone. I miss my son, and I'm sad that I couldn't spend more time with my uncle before he died. And yeah, sometimes in life, yeah. So I'm sorry. And about the 4 vlogs in black and white, I will upload them, or make them first, of course, and then upload them. And it will be from next Tuesday, I promise. Cross my heart, hope to die. The first vlog will be uploaded on Tuesday, and then the following next 3 Tuesdays. So 4 in total in black and white, and then you can comment all that you want on them. Yeah. Today I'm in the forest, trying to stay positive, to, you know, just being myself and not talking to anyone, and talking to everyone through YouTube, and trying to find some mushrooms, and just trying to be a person again. And of course, you're welcome to follow me. There won't be a lot of exciting things today going on, because yeah, I'm in a forest. It's that was an extremely uncomfortable position for a fat guy like me. What I tried to say is that there won't be a lot of exciting things going on today. I'll try to find some mushrooms. Maybe I will find someone, and maybe I won't, but I'll try. And yeah, I'll just bring you along and see what happens. It's so beautiful, it's so quiet in the forest on a working day. I love it. Can you hear it? The alarm. There's a military installation inside, and it's sounding an alarm. And I don't feel very comfortable, but because I'm alone in the woods, they could think it's me who started it. I better just get the hell out of here. My uncle was an alcoholic. He drank too much. He was a very, very sweet man, a kind person, loving, very thoughtful. He helped other people when he could. He helped his daughter a lot, but he was an alcoholic. He drank way too much. It all started when he was a young man and getting his first job as a waiter on a restaurant. He stayed after work to drink with his colleagues. It started with a beer, some wine, and then he became an alcoholic, so on. My dad drank too much. I have several living relatives who drink way too much. I'm not gonna say how we are related or their names, but they drink too much. Personally, I very seldom drink. I drink a half a glass of champagne at New Year's Eve and a beer at Midsummer at the most. But from now on, I'm not gonna drink anymore. I really can't. Alcohol doesn't lead to anything good, and you can't have fun without alcohol. There's a lot of nice juices you can drink, vegetable juices, fruit juices, water, milk. There's so many things you can drink beside alcohol. So from this day, I'm not drinking alcohol, and as you might know, I'm not eating pig either, and I'm trying to cut down on my meat intake as much as possible. I'm trying to mostly eat fish and bird. Just wanted to tell you that. The fun thing is, I saw a car with some soldiers in it, a blue one with the black windows in it, and I know they know that the alarm is off, but they didn't do anything. That was kind of strange, right? As a matter of fact, I was a soldier back in 99 to 2000, and I was driving as a guard in there a couple of times, so I know how the system works. But they should have shut that down by now, but I don't know. Yeah. You may know the Danish writer Søren Kierkegaard. If not, Google him. SORNKIERKEGAARD. Søren Kierkegaard. Yeah. He didn't have a lot of money in the start of his writing career, so what he did was borrow money from his father, who was kind of rich, and he took a horse and wagon out here where I'm sitting now, and he sat here about where I sit, and he wrote on his books. He wrote on many places in Denmark, but one of them was here in the forest, where he liked to sit and be all alone. And I kind of feel why, because beside that very annoying screaming alarm, there is wonderful in the forest. One of the things I love in the forest, by the forest, is what you can find in the forest. Today I will not find much mushrooms, but in general there are a lot of mushrooms, nuts, roots, berries, leaves. If you are a hunter, you can hunt for birds and for deer and other animals, and you can fish. You can find a lot of food in the forest, and it's not alone cheap to find food in the forest and nature, but for me it's also very rewarding that you can find something in nature. Find it by yourself. You don't need to go to the supermarket. You go out, put it in your basket, your bag, bring it home, cook it and eat it. In some strange way, it connects me to our roots here in Scandinavia, the Vikings, and the people before them who wasn't able to go to the supermarket to buy a lot of food. They had to eat what they had to find what they wanted to eat, unless they wanted to starve, or they had to grow it, at least on the fields. That aspect of life is beautiful, in my book anyway.